Say, hey guys, it's Klaus. You never know what you're gonna get when you come on Klaus's channel. That's my channel. We're gonna watch Donaldson 99 play the T-49 light tank, and he's not using the big howitzer. He's using the little gun. But you know what? I don't fucking feel like talking about the gameplay here. You watch Donaldson. I mean, you know, he's gonna play. He's gonna have a good game. There's something bugging me, and I don't know if I'm just getting extra critical as I get older, or whether that that happens as you get older, or whether things that you used to enjoy just get fucked up and then you don't enjoy them anymore. Like, I mean, some people talk about this game. You know, it used to be good, and then all these things that big bad wargaming is doing, they're ruining the game. You know. Every time they come up with something new, they're trying their best, but some people complain that they're ruining the game. But let's, you know, in life, in general, like, I used to like to watch sports. And a lot of the sports I used to like are just fucked up now. And I tried, you shouldn't watch sports. I mean, if you watch sports, it means you're not doing sports, right? Which means you're going to become a fat loser. But that's besides the point. I used to like to watch sports, and I really liked tennis. I used to like to watch tennis, and I can't fucking watch tennis anymore. I just tried to watch like 10 minutes of what's his name, the new guy now that's winning all the time, Yakovic, and some other guy, Ramos, or I don't even know the guy. It doesn't matter who they are, but you can't watch anymore, because if you were in the other room and you just had the match playing on the TV, so you could just hear it and you weren't sure what it was, you would think that it's a homosexual porn video, right? Because both guys are, every fucking shot, are making the sex grunting sound. Like, every shot. It's fucking ridiculous. It's fucking ruined tennis. And guys, this is not gay bashing or anything. We have tolerance on Klaus's channel. Everyone can be or do whatever the fuck they want. I'm talking about tennis. I'm talking about the sex grunting in tennis here. And I think it started way back with that, is of course an American that started, and I may be wrong. It may be that, what's her name, Mercury or Pluto or Venus, the woman there, every fucking shot, right? Ball comes, the other person hits it back, the other girl hits it back, and now the men, it's like homosexual sex grunting, and when the women play now, it's like, the other girl gets it, then it bounces back. She runs to the back line, bottom corner, backhand. Then it comes to the girls, it's on forehand shot. You can't fucking watch the game anymore. They've ruined it. What happened to like the John McEnroes and the Pete Sampras and the Federer and the Bjorn Borg in the old days, who would just play and shut up, right? Fuck, if McEnroe was still around now and he had these guys grunting at him every time they returned the ball, he'd fucking, next serve, he'd beeline it at the guy's balls and say, "Shut the fuck up! We're playing tennis here, you moron!" So I can't watch tennis anymore. And the same thing, used to watch basketball. I used to be a Toronto Raptors fan when they first started playing. And I can't watch basketball anymore. It's ridiculous, right? Talk about power creep. You think there's power creep in World of Tanks? I mean, basketball used to be good, but now all of a sudden, like what I'm saying here, they get a Chinese guy who's 10 feet tall, right? So he stands under the net and he has to look down to put the ball in the basket. You know, it's called the basket. Canadians invented basketball. It was some gym teacher way back when invented the game, and he used baskets, you know, like fruit baskets made out of wood on a pole. That's why it was called the basket. And every time you threw the ball into the basket, you got 2 points, right? And then they'd have to get a ladder and climb up there and get the ball out of the basket. It wasn't until 7 years later an American figured out, you know, if we put a hole in the bottom of the basket, the ball will just fall through and we can keep playing. But anyway, that's beside the point. I mean, for Christ's sakes now, you get these players, they're like 8 feet tall. They stand on their tippy toes with their arms above their head. And oh, they have to jump 3 inches to dunk the ball. Like, who the fuck cares? What the fuck's up with that? I mean, talk about power creep. They should raise the basket 3 feet, you know, to rebalance the game because of all the power creep. Then it would be worth watching. Or maybe they should have something like a midget basketball. Now, I tell you, if a midget could jump up and dunk it, now that guy would be a fucking star. But the guys these days, you know, if you're 9 feet tall and you can dunk the ball, so fucking what? I can't watch basketball anymore. I tell you guys though, the worst sport in the world, and now I'm gonna have a go at all you guys outside North America. Like I tell you, fucking soccer or football or whatever the hell you want to call it. I mean, why would we call it soccer? I agree, that's stupid. There's nothing to do with socks. But talk about a once great game. And I'm not saying that soccer players they are elite, fantastic athletes, superb, skilled, probably in the best shape of any athlete in the world. And that game ruined by just an assortment of asswipe, loser, faking simpletons, just a bunch of poofs that play that game. I mean, the typical game. Okay, now let's talk about a typical soccer game. Oh, here we are on this glorious day. Italy versus Croatia, 82 minutes into the match, and the score is 0-0. Oh, the excitement. And the Italian keeper has the ball and passes it to the center defenseman. The center defenseman over to the right defenseman. The right defenseman passes it back to the center defenseman. He passes it to the right defenseman. He passes it back to the center defenseman. The center defenseman, oh, it's back to the keeper. The keeper picks up the ball. He bounces the ball once, twice. He rolls the ball to the left defenseman. The left defenseman starts, no, he's changed his mind. He's moving back. He crosses the ball to the right defenseman. Oh, he's crossed the ball to the right defenseman. A sneaky move on his part. And the right defenseman passes it back to the keeper. Wait, there's something going on at center half. What is that? There's an Italian player. He's down. He's on his back. He's wiggling. He's clutching his right ankle. He looks like he's in pain. He's screaming. He's pounding the grass with one hand and clutching his right ankle. He's looking over at the referee. He's trying to fake injury. The referee is not, I'm not sure if he's seen it. The referee walks over. He's standing over the player. The player is screaming, clutching his ankle. Oh, but the referee will have none of it. The referee shakes his head and motions to play on. The Italian player is furious. He's sitting. He's in a sitting position now. He's looking up at the heavens. He's got his hands clasped in prayer position. He's looking up. He's shaking his hands back and forth. He's yelling something. What is he yelling? He's saying, "Ma che cazzo succede? Vaffanculo." Oh, the Italian guy, the referee has heard him. It was a swear word. The referee turns around. He looks at him again. The Italian player thinks maybe the referee is going to reconsider. So he's on the ground again. He's holding his ankle. Oh, but he's holding the wrong ankle. He's not holding his right ankle anymore. He's holding his left ankle. He's forgotten which ankle he's pretending is hurt. There is no Croatian player anywhere near him. It's obvious that he's faked it. The referee shakes his head and motions to play on. The Italian player in disgust stands up. He's got his hands facing the heavens. He's looking left and right as if, what's going on? How come they didn't believe that I was injured? I did my best job pretending that I fell down. And there is no yellow card. There's no free kick. What's going on? Holy fuck. And people watch this shit. Eh? A game's going on. Grown men, athletes, and I tell you, in Canada, we play a game called hockey. And if there's a pussy that pretends to fall down to draw a penalty in hockey, what happens is if you're on the other team, you drop the gloves, you rip his helmet off, you pull his shirt back over his head, and you pound the shit out of him. Okay, you pound the shit out of him for 3 or 4 minutes with your fists until the referees break it up and you get a 5-minute penalty. But I tell you, there's no fucking poofta faking injury spamming losers. Even if he's on your own team and some guy's diving like a pussy, you might not do it in the game, but afterwards in the change room, the teammates will hold that guy down and pull his underwear up over his head and stop being a fucking pussy. It's embarrassing. It's fucking embarrassing. And what do you expect from the average IQ of a soccer or football player, whatever you want to call it? I mean, think about it, right? Well, there's a really hard ball traveling through the air at 50 kilometers an hour. I think I'll hit it with my head. Yeah, I rest my case. So that's, I can't watch it anymore. You get one dive and it's just like, fuck off, you bunch of pussies. The only sports that are worth watching in this world, oh, wait a minute, I should clarify. You never see the Germans or the Brits diving. Okay, guys, if you thought I was talking about you, no. The Germans, what do you mean? You want us to fall down and we are not injured? You want us to pretend that we are injured so we will get a free kick? No, we might as well just win the game using skill. That's the way the Germans do it, and the English are too proud. It's all those fucking Mediterranean pussies and the South Americans. Just forget it, okay? Put on the skates and get in the hockey rink if you're going to be a pussy and see how long you last. But, Australian rules football. Now there's a game. I know nothing about it, but you Aussies, you fucking rock. That's the game. The only thing I know is that the players have to kind of dress up in women's shorts, the really tight ones that they used to wear in the 50s, like the cheerleaders. They wear the really tight shorts and the tight shirts. But let me tell you, those fucking guys are tough, and they run around and they kick the ball and they catch the ball, and then there's this guy with a white hat that, when they kick the ball somewhere or catch it, he goes, yeah, you get 2 points for that. And those Aussies, they jump up in the air and they get a cleat in the side of the head or in the mouth and the ball hits them. They fall down and break their arm and they want to keep playing. Those guys are, that is worth watching. That and baseball. Baseball, and I guess the world's answer to baseball is cricket. It's basically the same thing. In baseball you play in 3 hours, cricket you play in 3 days. You have 2 bases in cricket, you have 4 bases in baseball. Baseball you get 3 outs, cricket you got to get the whole side out, twice. Basically the same thing, but those guys, skill, strategy, and you don't see a fucking cricket player lying on his back in the middle of the field pretending he got hurt so that some fucking moron can give him a yellow card. Fuck that. But that's all I got. I can't watch sports anymore. But I can still watch the World of Tanks, and we're going to watch Donaldson. Donaldson, I hope you like this commentary. I know that you're like, really dedicated to the game, and looks like you're going to have an epic one here. Donaldson is making a fool of these Swedish pussy camo TD loser invisible sniping pricks that are in the game. The power creep. Oh, he's done for. Well, I guess that shortens the commentary. Yeah, game's over. Whatever. What were we talking about? Sports? There was something to do with World of Tanks in here. Power creep and how... Well, tell me, is it just me as I get old, I'm getting more cynical? Or is it true that things that once were great, like tennis and soccer and basketball and World of Tanks, they just fucking get ruined? Is it me or is that true? You guys let me know in the comments.